Here at the venue in Middle Street in Croydon for Street Beat and Jasmatazz Experiences DJing, and today I have DJ Vase who's here. How are you?
I'm great. Great to be here.
And we're here at the venue in Middle Street in Croydon, who are currently showcasing DJs called Street Beat, and they're all here showing their stuff, and you can hear a bit downstairs. But you're here and showing all your talents and skills. So tell us a bit about yourself.
So my name is DJ Vase, currently based in London, UK. I've been an international turntablist now for some years. I've been more purist DJ for over 15 years. Started in Montego Bay, Jamaica. Actually started in 1999. That's where I drew my inspiration from, being out there in Jamaica with my family, around sound systems, around the sound system culture. And I was like, I want to be doing that. Yeah. That's what I wanted to be doing.
Yeah, and so how did you get into then being a DJ, actually getting your first turntables and doing that?
That was quite interesting. So at the time, around 1999, all music format was vinyl. There was a few CDs, obviously, about from America, but there was the MP3 wasn't out yet. I came back and I was like, yep, I wanted to be doing this DJing thing. I've seen them do it in Jamaica. So I came back and I started going to record stores like a Dub Vendor in Clapham Junction, Blacker Dread in Brixton, Selectors also in Cold Harbour Lane. And I was just buying records at the time, mainly because I was in love with the music and I wanted to manipulate it in my way. So that was something I was doing at home. And then it was through local parties with friends and so on and so forth. They was like, oh, you've got the records, you know, you can play reggae, you can play dancehall, come out and play. And it was like, no, I didn't really want to. And then, you know, with a bit of convincing, I did. And then the next thing I know, people were like, yeah, you're really good, I want to book you for a show. And it was like, wow, okay, you want to pay me money to DJ? And I said yes. And then from there, you know, that's where it kind of, the more I got people patting me on my back and people say, you know, you're good, you're really good at playing reggae dancehall, the more I continued and the more my love for the music grew and the love for DJing grew.
Yeah. And so where did you actually learn the techniques? Because there's a lot of techniques involved in DJing. Not everybody thinks it's just put a needle on the record. It's none of that. It's a little bit more technical. Can you tell us a little bit about where you learned your skills?
Yeah, sure. So when I started, it was like any other DJ. You know, you're just putting the needle to the record and you're just playing the tracks and you're mixing, which is very basic at that time, which is unheard of now. And then I always had a love for the scratching and the beat juggling. And at the time, you know, we had like DVDs. There was DVDs of the Executioners, RIP Rock Raider. He's a big inspiration of mine. And I'd see all these moves. And I was watching like DMC stuff, which is the big world championships of the scratching and the beat juggling. And it was always an inspiration where I was like, I want to be able to do that now. Now I can just play tunes. I want to be able to manipulate it like that, where they make live remixes, scratching, beat juggling, body tricks. And it was, so you're studying videos really at those times, VHSs, DVDs, just watching how to kind of pick it up. And you can only go so far off that. And fast forwarding in my career, I linked up with Brolic Arm, also known as Rob Swift, who's actually part of the Executioners, and he helped me out by, you know, really teaching me some real good moves. You know, to be honest, real good moves. But you got to put in the hours. Getting good at scratching, getting good at beat juggling, anything in life, you've got to put in hours and hours of practice.
So now, like I'm sort of like learning all of this. So what is beat juggling?
Beat juggling is the manipulation of taking two tracks. You can take two of the same tracks or two different tracks and making a brand new track out of that, or creating a live remix. So you can rearrange the drums so that the drums sound different to the original drums, and make those drums make a whole new drum sequence.
Wow.
So to give you an example, you can have a beat which goes boom, boom, clap, and you can change that to boom, boom, clap, boom, clap, 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 boom, 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 clap, boom, boom, clap, clap. If that doesn't sound a bit too crazy. So, you know, again, you can take a basic drum beat and manipulate it to go in a completely different pattern.
Wow.
Yeah.
Will we get to see that later on? A bit of beat juggling.
Yeah, I definitely like to showcase some beat juggling later on. Definitely.
That'd be really good.
Definitely.
It's really interesting for me as somebody who doesn't know much about, well, as I said, all I thought it was just for scratching, but it's a lot more.
Yeah.
So tell us, what else have you done? So from the parties that you used to do, where did it take you then, DJing?
So from doing like parties, I progressed to bars, and from bars it could progress to clubs, and then I got challenged and I was like, you know, I need to kind of push myself further. I was lucky enough to get international bookings. My first one was Macedonia. That was 2013. I got booked there my birthday month of July. I was out there. It went so well. At the time, that was the biggest crowd I'd played to, of like 2,000 people.
Wow.
This was known as a super club.
Yeah.
So it went really well, and they booked me back a month later in August, and again went really well again. After that, it was like, okay, how do I get on this international wave? You know, I've kind of had a taste now. I've had a taste for the high life, and you know, I didn't really have an avenue, to be honest. So I was like, okay, let me fall back on my skills, and I started competing at the DMC World Championships. I got to the UK finals of 2013.
Well done. Excellent.
Thank you. And in 2018, I got invited down to St. Lucia via Heineken to compete, where I competed and got to the finals in 2018. That was a Heineken, and that was out of all the DJs from St. Lucia competing there. That then led on to a tour in America, from New Orleans to Mexico.
Wow.
That led directly onto that, and then from that I made connects in New York, and then I came back here for a little bit, and then I was DJing in New York, and then we had lockdown, and then surprisingly through lockdown I became a Nike DJ. So I've been DJing for Nike London the whole time, which has now given me a platform to be a Nike International DJ.
Wow, how exciting is that? So who would have thought just buying records could take you so many different places?
Yeah, it's allowed me to definitely travel around the globe. I've been to places I'd never imagined. I've been to Croatia through DJing, like I say, Macedonia through DJing, Amsterdam through DJing, St. Lucia I'd never been to, that through DJing, New Orleans, America through DJing, Mexico through DJing, the Gulf of Mexico. So all these were places exclusively for my DJing ability.
Fantastic. So tell us, what next? What will we see from you next? Is there other things on the horizon? Do we see you? And where will you see you?
Definitely, you'll be seeing me battling again. I'm battling again. So I've battled at the IDA UK's. This was International DJ Association in also 2018, I believe. That was in Manchester. I'll be battling for the IDAs again. I'll be battling for the DMCs again. I believe it's online now. So I'll definitely be doing that. I'll be competing in what's known as a Brolic Army DJ Battle, which is posted up on Instagram and YouTube. I've competed once in that battle. I'll be competing there again. So you'll definitely catch me throwing down more turntablism, which is like beat manipulation, scratching, body tricks, tone play, which is the creative side, as opposed to me just playing one track and letting the dance floor play. I can still be caught in the clubs, London clubs and internationally. On the horizon, club-wise, we've got some nice places like Dubai and Japan.
Very nice.
But I don't want to say too much.
So tell us, where can people find you on social media?
At Instagram, you can find me at DJ Vase, all one word, DJVAZE.
Yeah. So please do join and see what he's up to, because it's amazing. And seeing him live and doing his stuff is also really good. And they make it look so easy, and it's not. It's very difficult with all these buttons and stuff, and then they have to change it, and it's really, really lovely to watch. You enjoy what you do because you're really getting into it, and it's so lovely to see somebody so passionate. Now, you started off with reggae, and you were saying, dance hall. What is your music interest changed?
My music interest has definitely grown. It's grown. It's become so eclectic now. I have a very passionate love for jazz, original jazz music.
Yeah.
I have a passionate love for break beats. I have a love for hip hop, old school hip hop, usually because of the drums.
Yeah.
I like all sorts of music. Now, when I travel to all these places, one of the first things I want to do is listen to music of that country, their original music, and I can draw inspiration from that. And turntablism allows me to mix those tunes in, use certain elements, horns, different sounds, and manipulate and make something new.
Wow. So you know what? I'm a Bollywood fan. I love Bollywood music like anything. So I'd love to one day you can do something for me there.
Definitely.
It would be so good. I mean, even though I love all sorts of music, but Bollywood is my passion.
Definitely. I
So
can
that'd
incorporate.
be something to,
I can
to work with.
incorporate. I've got some stuff.
That'd be really good. So what else? Tell us a bit about what else have you been doing apart from DJing? Do you do anything else, or is that just solely what you do?
Apart from DJing, I'm a tech geek as well. I've originally grown up being a gamer. If you know my government name, you'll know that I've worked on 3 PlayStation 3 games, and I'm in the titles and credits.
Wow.
And I won't go into that, but
Amazing, man.
Used to work for PlayStation 3, helping on game development. That was a full-time spark of mine. With the tech geekiness of myself, I'm currently dabbling in the metaverse currently and bringing DJing into that.
Wow.
So there'll be some releases if you look out for DJ Vase and what I'll be doing in the future. There'll be some metaverse related releases which will be really exclusive, you know.
How exciting is that? See, I didn't even know that. That's really good. So again, tell us where we will find you on Instagram.
At DJ Vase, all one word, DJVAZE. Definitely keep an eye out because there's some really big things coming in the pipeline. Some things to do with some TV as well. Me traveling about the place. There's a really hot spot. That's probably the best way to put it. It's a really hot spot, you know. Definitely check it out. There'll be some new stuff being posted. At the moment, you know, you can just log on, you know, go through. I've got some routines on there. I've got pictures there of my travels. You can even see the video of where I got my trophy in St. Lucia. You know, all those things are there. The history is there to back up going forward into the future.
Yeah, and it's so lovely to talk to you today and to find out a little bit more about you. We just met about a couple of months ago, just said hi, and that was it. And then that was it. We were just it was instant, like, hi, how are you? So please watch out for DJ Vase. He's amazing. There's some great stuff coming, and I can't wait. And this is exclusive, by the way. So please do subscribe to me. Check out DJ Vase's Instagram as well. Watch out, because he's going to blow up the scene. But take care, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Peace.
Bye.